Freepass.
안녕하세요, 여러분.
Many of you are worried about unpaid wages or unpaid severance pay. What steps should you take to protect your rights? Today, we've prepared the top 7 most common wage-related issues.
발생하는 임금 관련 문제 탑 7을 준비했습니다. 지금
Let's find out together.
누구랑 나 박준영 노무사랑. 자, 여러분.
Okay, everyone, we've got a surprise quiz for you in the middle of the video. If you answer the quiz correctly and tell us what you thought of the video in the survey link or comments below, you will be included into a raffle for a special gift. Stay tuned till the end and be sure to participate. And one more chance to win. Need to talk to an expert? Leave your question in the survey link in the video. And you will be entered into a raffle for a free one-to-one consultation with Junyon Park. Don't miss it out. Top 7 most frequently asked payroll questions. The 7th most asked question is, how is severance pay calculated? Severance pay formula. Severance pay is equals to the average daily wage times 30 days times the quantity of number of days worked divided by 365. And the average daily wage formula is the last 3 months pay total divided by 90 days. For example, if the total last 3 months salary is 9 million Korean won and the average daily wage is 9 million divided by 90 days, which would be equal to 100,000 Korean won, and the working period would be 800 days or approximately 2 years and 2 months. And then the severance pay would be 100,000 Korean won times 30 days times the quantity of 800 days divided by 365, which would be equal to 6,575,342 Korean won. Top 7 most frequently asked payroll questions. The 6th most common question is, can I get severance pay if my contract says it would include in my wages not paid separately in my labor contract? Severance pay is a legally protected worker right. You are entitled to severance pay even if your labor contract does not provide for severance pay. As stated in Article 8.1 of the Employee Retirement Benefits Security Act, if you are a worker who has worked continuously for more than a year and have worked 15 hours or more per week, you are entitled for severance pay, and the employer must pay the severance pay within 4 days from the date of the reason for the payment. Top 7 most frequently asked payroll questions. The 5th question is, how long does it take to process a case? Generally speaking, cases tend to be resolved within 3 months, but some cases can take up to a year. If the case is emotional and difficult to judge, the labor inspector will be led by a prosecutor. This process can be time-consuming and delay the conclusion. Top 7 most frequently asked payroll questions. Question 4. What is the process after filing a complaint? Within 1 week of filing a complaint, you will be assigned a labor inspector. The labor inspector will request the attendance of the complainant and the respondent and will conduct an investigation. In principle, the investigation will be conducted separately, but if necessary, they may be called together for cross-examination. If the labor inspector's investigation confirms a violation of the law, such as non-payment of wages or etc., the employer is ordered to correct the violation and the case is closed when the violation is corrected. If the employer fails to comply with a remedial order, a criminal investigation will be initiated and sent to the prosecutor's office. The employer who fails to pay wages will be punished by imprisonment for up to 3 years for a fine of 30 million won. Top 7 most frequently asked payroll questions. The 3rd question is, what do I need to prepare in case of a complaint? As basic proof, you should have your labor contract, payroll account, and bank statement, as well as the 4 major insurance policies. In addition, if severance pay is not paid, please provide pay stubs for the last 3 months of employment, attendance logs to verify your work history in case of non-payment of overtime, night or holiday wages, and as well as mobile messengers and the like. In the case of unused annual paid vacation, accruals of annual paid vacation and annual leave logs, and the like, documents that can verify the usual usage history, termination notice in case of unpaid severance pay, or a text of recording of your termination.
5인 이상 사업장에 적용되는 경우가 많으므로 근로자 수를 정확히 파악할 필요가 있습니다.
Top 7 most frequently asked payroll questions.
두 번째로 많은 질문은
What should you do if you are faced with a second case of unpaid wages? The first step is to firmly ask the employer to pay the wages. If they fail or refuse to do so, you should report it to the local labor office. There are more than 40 labor offices nationwide. Find out which labor office is located in the area where the unpaid business is located and file a report there. You can do this by filing out a complaint form and submitting it. You can also file online through the labor portal of the Ministry of Employment and Labor. Once filed, a supervisor will be assigned and the case will be investigated. Top 7 most frequently asked payroll questions. What are the most frequent cases of wage non-payment? What are the most frequent cases of unpaid wages for foreigners? The most frequent types of wage arrears: non-payment of severance pay, in which employees would have worked for more than a year but not have received severance pay; unpaid weekly vacation pay, if you've worked more than 15 hours a week but haven't received weekly vacation pay; unpaid annual leave, if you weren't compensated for unused annual leave; unpaid overtime, night, and holiday pay, if you didn't receive extra pay for overtime. Wait, here's the quiz I told you about in the opening. Are you ready? What's the first thing you should do if your boss keeps not paying you? A. Tell your mom. B. Make a formal request to the business owner. C. Go to a restaurant. D. Borrow money from a friend. What is the correct answer? Leave your answers and your impressions of the video in the comments or on the survey link below. 2 winners will receive 50,000 won in wallet. Here's a tip. If you leave your Hanpass app ID in your review, you'll have a better chance of winning. We will announce the winners on March 12th, on Wednesday, in the Hanpass app and on YouTube.
그리고 유튜브에 공지하겠습니다. 오늘은
Today, we've covered some of the most common back wage issues for foreign workers. If you have any questions or want to know about today's video, please let us know in the comments or via the link survey. We'd love to hear from you, our viewers, to help us make the show even better. And free one-on-one consultation. I'll say it again. If you subscribe to our channel and leave your questions in the survey link in the video, you will be entered into a drawing to win a free one-on-one consultation with a labor lawyer.
원패스 아니야 잠시만 이게 다 한패스 프리패스
Freepass.